Hi there, I am Oyungirius and I have a curious mind. I have always found myself jumping from one thing to another, collecting eclectic hobbies and constantly becoming a beginner at something new. This gives my ADHD brain a happy dose of dopamine, satisfies my curiosity, helps me develop new skills, and ruins my bank account statements at the very same time. This led me to crossing the Atlantic Ocean on a sailing boat, becoming a sommelier, competing internationally Latin dancing, scuba diving, free diving with just one breath up to 20 meters deep, rock climbing, solo skydiving, learning several languages, windsurfing, playing African drum circles, skiing and snowboarding, painting, motorbiking, visiting 55 countries, and many other things. You get a point. The catch is, I'm not particularly good at any of those things. Kind of a master of none. This, however, does not make my experience less fun or less enjoyable. I admit it. I've been extremely lucky and privileged to have been able to do all those things and met people from all walks of life and opinions very, very different from mine. But one thing has always remained the same. I am passionate about bringing people together, bridging the differences, fighting against inequality, calling out injustice and unfair treatment. As someone who grew up between cultures, I am a third culture kid, a citizen of the world with 2 passports, 2 permanent residencies, and a feeling of home only when I find myself in an airport. I have an accent in all 4 languages that I speak, and as a child and young adult, I questioned my identity and could never fit in anywhere properly, facing discrimination. All of this led me to working in the field of diversity, equity, and inclusion, creating spaces where people feel psychologically safe to bring their whole self without actually the need to pretend or mask to be someone else. And my mission today is to work on upskilling organizations and educating people, especially leaders, that when we don't consciously include, we unconsciously and accidentally exclude. Groupthink, lack of psychological safety have detrimental consequences on team performance, organizational, and product development. Today, I am the founder of BeamReach Inclusion, a boutique consultancy that helps organizations bridge the differences, boost business performance, and profit from inclusivity. We have over 20 associates based all over the world who speak more than 10 languages combined. We work globally with various companies, from small startups to massive corporates, to assess organizational health and build inclusive processes that benefit everyone. Some of them you might even know. Amazon, HelloFresh, Get Your Guide, Olympus, LinkedIn, Trivago, SumUp, Warner Music Group, Campari, ResearchGate, Blinkist, and many, many others. However, I've noticed one thing. Despite being in DEI, I stayed in my own bubble because at BeamReach Inclusion, we mostly worked with tech companies. This podcast is here to burst my own diversity, equity, and inclusion bubble, embrace interdisciplinary thinking, and learn from other industries. I am curious to dive deeper into the industries I have had very little exposure to, from fashion to healthcare, from AI to performing arts, from economic development to music industry. We will learn from everyone, aiming to understand how inclusion and diversity of thought is all around us, reflecting our society and making our experiences as humans more colorful and relevant to our needs. We will aim to have this podcast in various languages, broadening the dialogue beyond the reach of the English-speaking audience only. Are you also a curious soul? Join us in this journey of discovery and interdisciplinary approach. You can find our episodes on BeamReach-Inclusion.com. Reach out if you have questions, would love to be a speaker, or need some DEI support in your organization. And now, let's go! Vámonos! Los geeks! Поехали! Andiamo! Come up! Peret! Yalla! Sopa!